Hey, what's up, everybody in the YouTube world? This is Barn11970, and I appreciate you guys watching my video. And my subscribers have spoken, so we will get back on track on the silver. So thank you for that, guys. One thing I want to mention, because I've been hearing a lot about this March 22nd, um, the Georgia Stones and all these different situations, 322. The one thing that I've known about when it comes to like bankers and these higher ups, they're very superstitious and they have a lot to do with these kind of numbers. Whether you believe in it or not, it's irrelevant. There's a lot of times where crashes and situations can happen on these days. Now, that could be coincidence, of course, but I'd like to think they kind of know what they're doing, so they kind of set these things up. I am thinking around the 22nd, either 22nd or 23rd, there could be a possible dip coming for silver and gold. So if you're looking to be stacking up, that I would wait the next couple of days, see where this is going. It might end up not being a big deal, but any little bit you can actually end up saving money on. And that's the biggest thing that I've learned throughout this. When we eliminate the emotion, and the one thing about the whole Bitcoin thing, I've noticed now on both sides, there's a lot of emotion. And we need to understand how that everybody could work together in some way, shape, or form. But what I've learned with the emotion, because I had this happen to me back in the beginning days when I wasn't really aware of what was going on with gold and silver, that most people tend to join a financial bandwagon like stocks or even bitcoins or even what I did with the silver back when it was rising. It's because that's when everybody starts talking about it. And I noticed I started really learning about it last year in the summertime when silver dropped down to $26. And it stayed that way for the whole summer. And nobody was talking about it. I remember getting emails and comments from people saying, why are we talking about this? Nothing's happening. And then, excuse me, excuse me, pardon me. But I've learned that this is how they trick us. It's to get us building on something where people really start talking about it. It starts rising. It builds up that frenzy of, oh, I got to have it. And then they get it to a certain point and start dipping it down. And that's exactly what they did with silver back in 2011. And that's what I think they are going to be doing with the Bitcoins, because it just rose up way too quickly. But what I really think is ultimately what they want to plan on is to get as many people out of their physical positions, because they're just going to eventually they're going to start having problems delivering the physical to the people who are wanting the physical, that are investing in the SLV or the GLD. More and more people are starting to go with the physical gold and silver. Now, I'm not going to say that it's extinct or it's rare, but because especially silver is consumed and is used, less and less of it happens every year. So it's just a matter of time. I mean, for example, if they have silver in clothing now, who's going to extract silver from clothing? I mean, it's just impossible. So when they throw it away, it's gone. There are certain things that they make with silver that it's just going to be gone. So what I really think is going to be happening, and it may not exactly happen on this day, but eventually you're going to see another big dip. To me, that just screams a buying opportunity, because when everybody else is selling because they're panicking, that is the time when you want to buy. So I'm looking for, if there's a dip below 27, I'm a buyer, because right now they have tried 3 or 4 times to dip silver and it has not gone below 26. It's now getting more and more difficult to get down past 27. So I think if it does get to around 27, that is going to be a good buying opportunity for silver. And I know back in the days I used to say, buy silver at any time. Well, if you think about the future, it really still holds true, but you're always better off buying at the lowest point. So that's where I have grown up and learned a lot from this. So in the next couple of days, I'd really keep an eye on the market and see what's going on, and get yourself ready, because they want people to get scared. They want people out. So they'll even if there's another way around where instead of it dipping, all of a sudden it starts rising, most people are going to say, well, if it even gets close to 50, which that's definitely not going to happen right now, but if it got to 35 to 40, I bet you a lot of people would sell out, because they're thinking to themselves, oh, well, I'm not going to fall for that getting close to 50 and dropping again. So either way, I think right now, if there are fast moves in either direction, now I'm talking about over $2 to $3 moves in a day or two, I really think you're going to get, if it drops, you're going to see people get scared out. And if it rises too quickly, I'm going to see people saying, oh, well, this is the time to sell and get out of it. Either way, my suggestion is hold on to your gold and silver. And remember, this is for the future. So I'm going to be ready to make a small little purchase. I mean, I'm talking I could probably afford maybe 10 to 15 ounces tops, but something's always better than nothing. What I'm sticking with is either 90% silver or just like silver bars, like Engelhart or J.M. Mathy. I don't really want to go towards any of the numismatic coins, any of the Eagles, or anything you're paying extra premium for, because I'm getting just for the physical silver. So we'll see what happens, but there are so many people that are saying they hope, like the people who don't like gold and silver, they talk about how they hope it crashes to $10. You know what? I hope so too, because I can tell you right now, there's going to be everybody selling it. There's going to be plenty of it, and it's not going to stay that way forever, because once the smart people buy it all up, it's going to start going back up again. Then you'll get that frenzy, people start talking about it again, and that's where it goes. So I've noticed the trend is when it hits a bottom, it stays that way, and we've been seeing that for a while now, because silver's been hovering between about 28 and 31 for the past couple of months. So people are getting bored at this point, and they stay away from it. And that's where you have to pay the most attention, because at any moment, you can all of a sudden, check the prices, and you see a big difference in one direction or the other. So let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Thank you for my subscribers and telling me what they want, because I want to try and do my videos based on whatever. I can't please everybody, so I'm going to try and do my best. But when my subscribers say they want me to start talking about silver again, that's where I am first and foremost. So yes, I talked about Bitcoins a little bit. Excuse me, I was about to sneeze again. False alarm. But I am always going to be a gold and silver guy, physical gold and silver. And one thing I can say about the people with the Bitcoins, because I do notice silver's going low and Bitcoins have gone at a high. Now, the reason I accepted those Bitcoins is because the person told me I can actually buy physical silver with them. So think about this, guys. You're getting the Bitcoins at a high price. You could buy silver, which is down. What better way to go, especially if you bought Bitcoins low, getting at that high price, turn around for physical silver. That might be something to think about. So then we can actually combine and actually work against the system. We can combine. If you think about it, both are to try and get rid of the ultimate goal of getting rid of the dollar and get rid of the Fed. So, maybe I was wrong with hating too much, but I still believe that it's a fiat currency. I still believe it's not backed by anything. So I'm going to stick with that. So let's keep it shorter, under 10 minutes. Let me know what you guys think, and leave a message after the beep. Thanks for watching. Peace.